I think there you go, and you tap it and it closes on its own. So I'd never done that before, but that is so much more solid. Exciting video today. We have a 2021 Tesla Model Y owner that reached out to me. Exact same spec as mine, and we're gonna look over the differences of the car. I'm very interested to see things like the thicker glass. Has anything changed on the inside? How is the build quality? Everything like that is gonna be answered in this video. He just took delivery yesterday. So I'm really excited to see the new model and show you guys what the differences are, and hopefully it's improved since I purchased mine. Okay, so here we are. We have the, actually I'll let you guys guess. Which one do you think is the 2020 and 2021 model? Which one? There's a slight secret I will show you. You'll notice that my hood still dips down, even though I took it to Tesla service. For 2021, they've actually fixed it. This hood and everything sits totally flush. Paint looks great. I have Gary here, so Gary saw some of my videos before he went and purchased his and actually switched to get the exact same spec, which I have no problem with. I love seeing the spec on the road. I think it looks amazing. We were just talking about this off camera. It's like the most striking spec I think that you can get your Y in. So he got the upgraded wheels, he got the new, he got the white interior just like I have. And you can actually see the difference here. I have my windshield tinted as a 70%, and you can see it's just slightly darker here. So we're gonna walk through, I'm gonna show you the differences on the exterior, the interior, show you the heated steering wheel and all of the different nuances on the new car. So that way you can see what you're getting. And the interior actually looks beautiful, so I'm excited to show you that. We'll start with the front of the car here. I do have mine totally covered in Expel paint protection film. I've got that done at Dynamic Tint in Tempe. I actually had my badge removed, and it is just a decal now, which I really like. A lot of times if you try to get your chrome badge covered up, it never turns out well, so that's why I like the idea of just going to a decal. It's flat. If it rips or tears or whatever over time, just throw a new one on. Now on to every Tesla owner's favorite topic. These cars are amazing, but we all like to talk about panel gaps. So these panels are sitting very nicely and evenly, maybe a little tight right there. But overall, the car looks great. Now, Gary did his initial walkthrough with it, and he looked at all the gaps. He walked through twice. And actually, today, he could, I guess you could take it back if you wanted to. You got 24 hours. If he wants to take it back to Elon and return it, he can. He's obviously not. It looks amazing. In the spec, I mean, they're just getting better at making them, and I'm really happy to see that. A lot of you ask about the paint on the bumpers. Paint on bumpers, I feel like maybe some of you haven't owned cars before. I don't know why everyone freaks out about this. I had a Ford Focus ST before I had my Tesla, and sometimes on the plastics, the paint just doesn't sit as well. It looks a different shade. Now, is that an excuse? No. I have my M2. The paints are perfect all around, but on this one, I really don't see a difference. Now, on mine, now looking at these two side by side, his is clean, it's brand new. Mine I just cleaned yesterday. This is metal, this is plastic, and you can see a slight difference in shade, I think, on mine. There is a slight difference there, but again, it's something you really have to be looking for. Not a big deal for me. If that's a big deal for you, then I guess keep waiting. But these new models, this looks better. So I really have a hard time seeing the difference between the two. All right, so as we're standing here talking more and more, we just keep finding differences. So this is the first reporting of this in the world. Here is the 2021 windshield wiper, and this is where the blue spray comes out. Now, so there's two there. So we'll go over to mine, and you can see that there's only one of those. So that's another nuance to the car that we just noticed. Also, the headlights, they are slightly different in the 21 Model Y. And then here's mine here. What are these called again, the headlights? Matrix, I think. The Matrix headlights. Yeah, so they're slightly different on the newer model. It also almost looks like they're tinted in a way. Mine don't look quite the same. Another complaint with the 2020 Model Y, the initial version, was the road noise. So in order to handle that, Tesla put thicker glass on the newer models. So we'll take a look at this glass here. This is the single pane. And then if we go right over to the new one, it's double paned. So you can see how that would improve the sound deadening within the cabin, and I think that is an awesome upgrade. Since we're already looking at the interior of the car, let's just dive in. There are slight differences in the finish on a lot of the black trim. You see how this is a matte black here. On my Tesla, it is a that piano black that everyone tried to get rid of with wrapping. Moreover, there is these buttons here where they have this lighter gray trim around them on the out, just to make them pop a little bit more so you notice them. And then within the center console, now this is interesting. These middle parts show these rings here, and I thought maybe these would be, maybe they're heated or cooled, but there's nothing that says anything about that. So as far as we know, they're not heated or cooled. It's just a design that they put in. It's the new matte finish interior, and you can see this here. You just push it back, and there you go. And it's actually, I think there you go, and you tap it, and it closes on its own. So I'd never done that before, but that is so much more solid than how it was before. And then you can see the double charging phone port. I mean, this is beautiful. Alcantara here, and your phone lays nicely in there. If you don't have a case on your phone, it's not gonna rattle around or scratch it. So it looks really nice. And then onto the steering wheel, again, just some gray and silver updates, highlights, just to show you different parts of the wheel, which I don't know if that was necessary, but it does flow better with the rest of the updates they've done with the car. Other than that, I mean, it's my car, it's the same thing. It has the white seats, they look the same. One other difference that I just noticed here, here's my car if you're getting confused going back and forth. So you'll notice this leather, or vegan leather, whatever, vegetarian leather we have here, has the stitching. And then right here it's not a hard plastic, it's a soft plastic. So moving over to the 2021 model, you will be happy to see that this is the same material, and it has the stitching to go along with it. So I'm really happy and impressed to see how that has all evolved and come together. I'm just happy to see that the build quality is improving over time. Also, if you're on a tighter budget and really every dollar counts with you, on my way over here I saw one of the new Model Ys with the 19-inch wheels. Now, do these wheels weigh a little bit more? Yes. Are they going to run it a little bit more inefficiently? Maybe. I don't know that I've seen any proof of that. But the wheels with the hubcaps, they're actually, when you pull the hubcap off, I think they look pretty good. I think the car looks solid. So if you're worried about ride quality or range or anything like that, or just saving the $2,000 it costs for that option, I think you're going to be totally happy with it in the long run. You can always upgrade to these after the fact. Now, the other thing that was interesting that Gary and I were talking about is you came from a Model 3.
I did.
So
early Model 3.
Yes, early. I mean, he was talking like he went to Elon's basement and he said, "Here, this is the 15th one ever made." What I like is you sold it privately.
I did.
And you said you sold it within an hour and a half?
Facebook post, made a mistake by posting it there because I had 6 offers within the first hour.
Jesus.
Sold. Cash buyer, went through a couple days ago, no issues.
Yeah. For
an hour and 24 minutes.
Yeah, so, and that's definitely the way to go. The way Tesla has it set up, yes, it's convenient. They'll take your car without looking at it and put it to auction, but Tesla's not looking to sell the cars, they're looking to get rid of them. So selling it privately, if you do have a Tesla, it's going to sell quickly, and you'll probably get what you're asking for it.
And honestly, it was 10 minutes at the DMV.
Yeah.
That was it. It was done. It was not a hard process anymore.
Yeah, and he saved himself thousands of dollars that he could put toward this. Yeah, yeah, that's a lot of money. That's money that you can put toward those upgrades that maybe you wanted and thought it was a little too much. I just think it's worth doing that. It was good to hear that story, especially owning a Tesla. There's just demand for them, so they're not going to lose a lot of value and you're going to be able to sell it quickly. That's pretty much the update here. I guess we can take a look at the trunk, long-range model. It comes like this. I was given this spoiler, so I'm pretty sure this is a Model 3 performance spoiler. It is from Tesla. Unfortunately, I don't. A lot of people have asked how to get it. Like it was given to me by Tyler, and I don't know. I got nothing for you. We'll open up the trunk here. A little B on the Tesla. Hello, Mr. B. Yeah, so this is what the trunk looks like without any coverings on it. So it is a really nice material. I just, with all the stuff I was putting in and out of my car, I got these from 3D Mats. They sent them to me. And I think this is a really nice option if you're going to be lugging a lot of stuff around, especially down in there as well. The other nice thing is when these peel up, they don't fray the material underneath. So that was like a key selling point. I'm really happy that they created this stuff. So new Model Y is here. Things are improving. Build quality is improving. Paint's improving. Everything is going up, including the stock price after the hit it just took. That's about all. I just wanted, Gary, thank you for having me over and letting me see this, because it is it is cool just to see how they slightly change all of these over time. And yeah, I mean, to any of you who are out there and concerned about, is this something that I should buy or what's the quality like, it's improving. So it's looking better, I think, every single day. I'm sure they're looking at the forums and seeing the complaints, and they're just improving it. Okay, so another interesting thing we just noticed here, it just introduced me to this ghost feature, which I'm happy my car does not have. Okay, so listen right now, it's totally silent. Okay, so now we're gonna go into reverse. Do you hear that? It's like the first note in the Haunted Mansion ride when you're going in Disneyland. Very weird, and apparently...
And listen to the pitch.
Okay. Yeah, that is weird. And it's like a note that's just playing.
It's a note, and if you go backwards, the higher you go, the higher the pitch. It's annoying.
That's...
And if you have the windows open, it's louder.
Right. It almost sounds like it's outside of the cars.
It does feel like that.
That's weird.
Again, quiet.
Off. There you go.
Fine.
It's off.
I'll go forward. No problem.
Yep.
And
Back.
And the ghost is back.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys have to let me know what you think about that feature. Which one of you installed that?
Free Casper in every car.
Yeah. The question you have to be asking yourself if you own a 2020 Model Y is this enough to get you to want to upgrade? The answer for me is no. The reason for that is because of the range. If the range was substantially more, if it was 400 miles, then it's like, okay, that's a significant difference. It would probably be a little bit quicker. I'd be more enticed to upgrade. But as of right now, it's more aesthetic. I think we talked about that. You said the battery might be slightly different in yours.
It might be a couple kilowatts bigger, but
yeah,
you know.
Because of how they're wrapping them. And again, I'm not the guy to go to for information on batteries. I'm terrible. That's my understanding. That's why they're able to get 326 miles as opposed to 316 miles of range out of the new ones. The other thing to talk about, Gary was very concerned about body roll. Again, coming from a Model 3 to this, so I'll just let you speak to that because I've never owned a Model 3. I have driven it, but owning it extensively, what are your thoughts?
You can only do so much research online about, is it really going to feel the same? And everybody says, well, you're sitting higher. And
right.
Center of gravity's off a little bit. The center of gravity is still way below you because of the battery pack being so low.
Right.
And there's no way that, I can still floor it, I can still corner it like a Tesla.
Yep.
It's a Tesla at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And now I can fit all my disc golf stuff in it, which is great. And not have to worry about anything. So that was the big reason for the upgrade, and honestly my number one concern was the body roll.
Right.
I drive it like a performance car.
Yeah.
No question. Anybody out there who has the same question, don't worry. You'll be able to take the corners just as hard.
Right, and you'll get used to it. You'll forget. You're right though. Sitting in a 3 is like a go-kart. I mean, you're just
so low.
You can just throw it wherever you need to. But again, then the space in this is just as fast, if not faster. I guess you had an earlier one. So
I did. This one is faster.
It is faster. Yeah, I think those concerns, again, having the immediate throttle response and everything like that, they're very fun to drive. I have an M2. I know it's not an electric car, but again, I haven't lined them up yet. I'm kind of scared to do that, but I'm going to do it. And it's extremely fast, and there's very few people on the road that can even hang with you, and I don't even have the acceleration boost. As far as it being a performance-oriented car, look, if you want to get a Porsche Macan, which is one I always talk about, to get a Macan that is as fast as this is going to cost you almost $90,000, and it's still a tenth of a second slower to 60. And again, all the conditions have to be right. You have to have the engine up to temperature. You have to have all these things to get it there, and you're spending almost $100,000, where this would cost, you could get a performance Model Y, and that is going to cost you about $60,000, and it's faster than any Porsche Macan you can get, and it has more storage, and it handles better. It's tough to argue unless you're just driving an absurd amount of distance over time and you can't have an electric car. That's the only argument really that you could have. Put any questions that you have down in the comments below. I'll be happy to get back to as many as I can going through the differences, but I hope we covered enough for you guys today. Gary, again, thanks for having me out to see this. It looks beautiful, and all the, I mean, just the build quality going up is nice to see, because I'm so sick of seeing like...
The bar was set low with that.
It was very, I mean, they said it.
Model 3, but now it's, I honestly, I have one little scratch.
Right.
I brought the
Where is the little scratch? Where is it at?
And that is a scratch right in there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure what they can do, but honestly, I brought the Model 3 back 3 times for panel alignment, like major issues. And this is the only issue I have here. So
yeah, I mean, and like we said, we were talking off camera. A lot of the issues on the yes, there are absolutely some major issues that have been reported online in various places. For the most part, if this was a Mercedes or a Porsche or a BMW or whatever, you wouldn't be looking at these things because it's not something that's widely reported. People were just like, oh, I got my BMW and now I'm going home and that's it. I think a lot of it is overdone, but some of it, you know, it's an expensive car and these type of things should be handled appropriately. So, and then I guess he just ordered these new mud flaps,
the thin ones.
Yeah, so I'm ordering those too, but they kept selling out right away. So I guess they're back in stock, so I'm gonna get those ordered.
And it's kind of chintzy now. So one thing's right, you have to pay for your connectivity instead of it being free forever.
Yep.
So, but that kicks in only after a year.
Yeah.
So there's no like immediate thing.
Right.
But you pretty much have to clear coat it. You have to put a clear bra on it.
Yep.
Right. I would recommend it for everybody.
Yeah.
The trays.
The trays. Here, let me show you guys.
They don't put them in the
Let me show you what Gary's not allowed to have. So in the center console here, there's this tray. This right here, this piece of plastic with, I don't know, stuff that, this little black stuff. This is $20, and his does not come with that.
They sell it. They have them.
They sell it. That's an extra expense. So he cannot have that until he gives them $20 extra, which is ridiculous.
Well, and then the Home Link, $300.
Yeah. Home Link, if you're not familiar, is the garage opener.
Order it ahead of time and just have it in the car when you pick it up.
Okay.
You have to purposely order it separately, and you have to go to Tesla service to have it installed.
Oh, jeez.
Well, officially. So it's another inconvenient step. And you know, Elon said, well, it's going to move to Wi-Fi anyway. I have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So
give it. No, I agree. I mean, just something as simple as having, like on any other car, if you just had the buttons right here or anywhere to click the button and open up your garage, it doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is. So I hope that video is helpful to you guys. 2 cars just slammed into one another behind me here. It's like they're paving. It's single lane and it just rained and the car, I mean, I thought I got hit. They slammed in. It's a pretty nasty sound. Anyways, I hope that was a helpful video to you all. I know I jumped around with different nuances of the cars, and I'm sure there's some tiny things that I missed. Yeah, overall, I mean, the upgrades that they've made are great. Again, to me, I just don't think it's enough yet. Really, for me, the more important thing is the range. I love the interior of this car as it is. It would be nice to have the double pane windows, but I think it's only about 5 decibel difference between sound on the interior. If you're able to tell that, that's extremely impressive by you. Congratulations. But I think it's more than, you know, I don't understand how these cars are compared to a BMW or a Mercedes. I don't understand why they're so much quieter. The engineering behind what's behind all of these panels. I don't understand it. I don't build the cars. I don't know. I just make stupid videos. Thank you all for watching. If you're still with me here, I would really appreciate a like on the video. That helps me the most with the algorithm. Watching the videos all the way through and a like, it's all I can ask for. It's free too. That's the best part. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.